Welcome to another episode of That Crazy Triangle Guy. Here we are looking at render versus US dollar on the 1 day time frame. And as you remember, we were consolidating in this handle pattern, this bull flag handle pattern. Couldn't figure out exactly which one we were in. Initially, we had this white pattern here, the white parallel channel here. But technically, I was looking at every possible bear case scenario um, before calling a breakout. That's what all these lines are doing here. And eventually, we did pass the ultimate test, this red channel here, and broke out. Now, this X I placed there, I believe it was back here, or was it over here? Let's see when it was. It's when we were oscillating in this red channel, and yeah, we were outside that. So what the heck happened to us? There we are. We were right here. Um, and looking to break out here. Anyway, eventually it happened. And looks like we're headed right there. Now, however, we're kind of getting hung up right here. I see a couple places where we could get hung up. And one is this dashed line goes all the way over here, all the way over there, which we haven't quite got to yet. That is up around. Shit. Can't see what that is up around. Well, I'm going to have to do this. That is currently up around 668. Actually, it's 666 again. What the hell is up with these numbers? But that's where I placed my X way over here. So we'll have to see what the market feels like when we get there. I believe that we will keep going till we get there, and then maybe come back down and retest this line. You know what I'm going to do right now? Let's put the halving event here. Let's add the halving event just so we can. It's somewhere around April 20th. I think it's moved closer, but let's just put it at April 20th for the heck of it, and let's make it blue, our usual halving event color. So that's way over there. We got plenty of time till that. Anyway, I believe we'll still go to at least here for now, and we almost got there practically. We got all the way up to like 640. This is at about 670. Anyway, good news is that we came all the way up from here, and we're on our way over there. Now, the other thing is, if you look at this chart, now I don't necessarily like these lines that I drew, but if you do look here, yeah, I don't necessarily like these. This could be a little bit crooked. I like this one better. Now this white line here, let me go back to putting this on. I added this channel right here. The reason I did is because it's a trend line. connecting this top here, this top here, this top here, and our most recent top here. So that seems pretty significant. We're attempting to break through it right now. We haven't like touched on it exactly or anything. We kind of broke through, and this is a daily chart. I imagine tomorrow we'll probably this candle, this red candle, will at least come up to. See, we would want to close like up about 620 um, to start a new daily candle at the top of that line. If you see that, I'd expect we continue upwards through this channel, regardless of this X. Maybe we get hung up here a little bit towards the end of the month, next week. We'll just have to see what happens from there. Now, the other thing is that this is a breakout. The reason why I do believe that we are going to continue to break through here, and we could possibly come back down to the top of this red channel right here, which would be around 550 ish, 540, 550. No, that wouldn't be out of the question. But we already had this big consolidation right here, and this is a bust a move pattern. And why isn't it doing this like I want it to? Because this is a breakout from our big, huge cup and handle pattern here. Got big, huge cup going back to the whole history of this thing. And all the coins are doing this. All the coins, the crypto market, because that's the phase of the cycle that we're in this bull market. Everything's about to bust, or is in the process of busting a move big time to the upside. So the target for this would be this arrow here. Now I did move that from the breakout point, and I conservatively used the white channel here as the breakout. That puts us at about $55 here, which just, I mean, the fact that it hits this red line is just a coincidence. It was a red line that I drew from this bottom to this top here, connected those, and just to see where it led. And it led way up here, like an $870. Yeah, so it's nonsense, really. But well, it'd be really it'd be really cool if it wasn't nonsense. But I do think that this $55 target, where it meets this green parallel channel, just so happens to be November 2024 timeframe. So that would be a good target to see if we make it there. I do believe that that is quite possible, and that would be a 9x from here. That would be effing amazing because I bought this way back here. So that would be a hundred and a lot, 100 and a lot X. So that would be simply amazing, and I would be so ecstatic, and I'd tell everybody in the world. Um, but I honestly think this is very very doable, and I like this project and what they're doing, and they seem to be really focused. I've read their. I'm trying to move my render tokens, my RNDR tokens, to RENDER from the ERC20 to the Solana blockchain. Now, what did I want to show you next? Okay, I didn't want to use this chart anymore. That's an old chart. I like this new chart. Um, so this is a daily. Don't need that. This is on a daily. Let's move this to a weekly, and it's all scrunched together. Um, Look at our other indicators here. Let's shrivel this guy up. There we go. So on the bottom we have the what? Stochastic RSI on the weekly time frame here. It's on its way upwards. It's not ready to turn around yet, I don't believe, till it gets up more. So that tells me we're going up. This is the BBWP going upwards, expanding off a low volatility. Uh, this is the stochastic RS. I'm sorry. Uh, what are these? This is stochastic RSI. This is the stochastic indicator, right? I'm getting these all mixed. That's what I believe. Stochastic RSI, BBWP. This is the stochastic, and it's pointed down, but that's the only one that's doing that. So we'll just ignore that one. And this one looks good too. It's up in the pumpy pump area, and doesn't look like anything is wrong with it. It's not crossing down below the moving average, and nowhere near this crossing below this trend line here. So it's looking good to me. Looking good for more upside. That's on the weekly time frame. Just let's go see what it looks like on the daily time frame. Well, this is an old line back here, and I don't even know. That might be the weekly. But we have these, well, this one right here. Let's make them a different color. This trend line, we're nowhere near there. I don't know what this one is. You know what? I drew these, and I think I forgot to change the visibility on the weekly or the daily time frame. So we're still way up here, and nowhere crossing this or this. So we're good there. How do our other ones look? Coming down on the daily week, but we could turn back up here. This is high here. This is high here, but daily doesn't matter. Daily can squiggle along the top, as it often does. Like back here, squiggle along the top, squiggle along the top. You get the picture. So weekly's more important as far as I'm concerned on those. I guess that's about it for render. Oh, wait. The other thing I did want to say, if you look here, so now here on my chart, I have the render RNDR and the RNDER here. Now, these have been available for, well, I don't know. As you can see, as I'm holding my cursor over here, what does this say? Render network United States. Oh, it went away. It's going to come back right now. There it is. Render network United States dollar on Coinbase. Yes, it is tradable on Coinbase now. It just got listed. And so I've been holding off exchanging my render for render, just to be on the safe side, because I do want a centralized exchange to trade it on. And you know what? I don't really use, I don't use dexes. I've never used a dex, and I'm kind of scared. I'm scared my coins are going to disappear somewhere. So I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm a very conservative risky asset trader. And I don't even, not really a trader much, more hodler. I'm a hodler. Um, however, so Render is available on Coinbase, and let's click on that and see how long. Yeah, see, it hasn't been trading very long. We only got a few days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on our sixth day. Is that true? Now, and so the price is finally matching up here. The RNDR was much cheaper. Well, not much, but like 10 cents cheaper than the other render, and now it's more. Oh, now it's less. Well, it was more just a second ago. Anyway, so I'm considering doing that, but you gotta hook these wallets up and switch things around and whatever. I was trying to do it with Wallet Connect earlier, and I don't know, for some reason it wasn't connecting. I kept losing a connection. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so don't listen to me. But so as I was trying to do this, I was reading all about the project and the oh, you know what? I erased it from here. The thing that they passed that when they switched to the Solana network and their reasons for doing so, and really sound like they have big plans and they know what they're doing and are really looking far into the future for their project. So that makes me very, 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 very bullish, bullshit. I'm very bullshit. So, there you have that. Let me find something else to talk about. And here we have Ocean Protocol. I don't think I ever shared this chart. This is an old chart. It's a Bitcoin Magic Channel chart. I must have made this probably back here, end of November, December, because this would have had to have been in place, this price action, for me to place this parallel channel here. The reason for that is because we zoom out, we're on a weekly time frame. Ocean versus US dollar. What are we on? Binance, Ocean versus Tether. Uh, kind of made this real simple crisscross of parallel channels. But that's what these guys are all doing in these markets. We're having the bear market channel going down here, and everything match trades nicely in there, respecting the center line and hitting the tops of those channels. And then we have also the parallel channels going the other way. And you can see that price action hits at a lot of places on these lines that are perfectly parallel to one another. And boom, boom, boom. This is our support right here, as it was our resistance way back here in the bull market. And they're perfectly parallel to one another because we trade in channels. Perfectly parallel channels, not wedges or anything like that. We do form, though, these channels do form triangles. As you can see, we have a triangle here and a breakout of that triangle. So that's why I am the crazy triangle guy. So the reason I have this very steep parallel channel here is because it matches this very steep parallel channel in our previous bull market. And I placed it here because this is where it started over here. Now, this is kind of scary because what I wanted to do, see how if we zoom out like this, see how this one is on the outside of those guys. And I placed this one on the inside of these guys. But as you can see here, we've already started pumping up here. Now, the one thing I do like is that we are hitting the center line. So that kind of tells me my placement was accurate. But I wonder what would happen if now I have to move this back. So let's remember where it was. It's touching this this candle wick here on Monday, the 12th of February. So if I just move this over here, see, that's kind of scary because what we did back here, this is our bull run to April 2021. And where is this is November 2021. So that was our first run up right there, our first top. Oh, this is something to think about. Is this going to lead us to our first top? And if so, I don't like this. I don't like this. Well, that could be what we're doing. We could be headed to our first top. Huh. This entire bull market may continue until June. And then we see a pullback over the summer and into October. And then another run up into April of next year. Everybody thinks we're going to hit a high early in October, November of this year, but we may be having our breakout right now. And then a pullback. Maybe it's the opposite of what everybody's thinking. We get our first peak in the middle of summer. This is something to think about. That would put this up here. You know what? What happens if we, let me just do something here. If we clone this and, oh, why is it moving the whole screen? I just want to move this guy. Let's move him over here. I moved it a little bit. Come on. Well. There we go. All right. So if we move that guy over here, what did we do with this guy? We came up here, had our high right there at $1.92. What if came up here? Hit at 325 or 250. That's a big difference, 250 or 325. But somewhere up in this region, that's only in May. I think this rally would continue. I don't know. You can tell I'm deep in thought. This is something to think about. Let's keep that in mind. Anyway, good news is render's pumping, and let's look at its indicators. On this chart, we just have the RSI. It looks good. This is on the weekly. Looks good. Probably keep moving up here. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. Oh, we got some resistance to get through here with these lines here at 92 cents and a buck, around 90 cents to a buck. May get some resistance around there. But we've had a big move upward, so it'd be natural that we go sideways in this triangular. Plus, we're up here at the top, so. I'm going to pause and look at this a little bit more. So here we are on the daily time frame, and I turned the Gaussian channel on, and look at these nice little volume thingy majiggies. So obviously we're having an AI sector pump here, but prior to this volume here, look how we're trading in the Gaussian channel here at the bottom, and finally decided to break through, which is very typical. Like right back here, did the same thing. And right back here did the same thing, and it decided coincidentally to have this pumpy pump move, just big time. And so that's the daily, and the weekly Gaussian channels very similar. Kind of where we had come through here, and we're attempting to hold it as support. Kind of fell back into it a little bit here, and even got rejected there at that line. So it wasn't until a couple weeks ago that we did break through, and we certainly did. Certainly did, I must say. So let's, well, we don't have a lot of history with that. But now, the other thing I did notice, let me turn this guy off and get those guys out of the way. So all the altcoins, all the cryptos or whatever, because of the place in the market that we are in, bear market heading into a bull market, everything's making either cup and handle patterns or ascending triangle patterns. So this is one of them that's making an ascending triangle pattern. I guess you could argue that this was a cup and handle, but didn't really do anything. And the ones I think that are making you could argue it either. I don't know. The ones that are making ascending triangle patterns had like this pump in July, in early part of 23, that went pretty, extended up pretty high to meet other levels like right here and back here. So this has contact points here, 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 here. This is on a weekly, so got that there and these here. And this is the base of our major trend line for support here. So this is forming a triangular shape pattern here now. What we would want to do is basically basically the target of this would be the top of this parallel channel. Oops. I mean, I guess we could make a guy here and put him up there. It's an ugly. Oh no, that's a nice color. And then clone him. See where that gets us. Oh, we could put this anywhere. Oh, look at, isn't that interesting? That takes us to the top of the parallel channel out here and about, well, you know what? Actually, let me move this over a little bit more exactly. Huh. Yep. Funny how that kind of meets up right there, and I'm going to put an X right there. So that is looks like a target for me. And I'm going to put this little X right there. And then what I believe is going to happen, well, that's where our parabolic bull run starts, I believe. So apparently for ocean, parabolic bull run starts right here. We're kind of heading in there. And this is February. So we got March, April, May, June, 4 months away. Huh. Well, what can you say? That'd be crazy. Where's this one going to go? So if it did keep going to this time frame over here, you know, all these are going to act differently. So maybe this does continue this rally all the way up here, just keeps going through the next few months, maybe pulls back a little bit, does a little dance around here, and then back up to there. Around $23. Where are we at right now? Well, it has potential. It's one of those AI thingamajiggers, so it has potential for extreme pumpiness. It's at 72 cents now. Let's just say, well, I think it would at least make it to the top of this channel. Where does that come from? Yeah, I would say that it does make it to the top of that channel in November, if that is the first peak of the bull market. I do think there will be three peaks in the October, November timeframe. April-ish timeframe of 2025, and then again in the end of 2025. And those three peaks will create a head and shoulders pattern, which will reverse us into the bear market in 2026. So be careful, very careful when people state things very matter of factly, like I did that there, because other people will do that too, like Gerber Baby and Rob, especially on Invest Ants. Or not, I'm sorry, that no, I wasn't talking about James. I like James, but I think James and his numbers. Uh, I don't know what their numbers, their predictions. They can be way off track and be missing some key data. Um, no, I love James. I love James. I watch him all the time. but should be taken with a grain of salt. Some things I think he really underestimates, and some things I think he really overestimates. But I don't know. He's probably got a lot more money than I do. So, um, but Rob of Digital Asset News, I think he's. I don't know. I don't know what to make of him. I think a lot of these people got stuff going on behind the scenes, and they're there to create a narrative. And so when people say things like the yield curve inverts and recession is shortly thereafter, and they say it very matter of factly, that's a bunch of bullshit. And I'll say that right now. And what's his name? Ben will try to correlate data that's not related. It's not the uh, uninverting of the yield curve that causes a recession. If you look at the data, it's the fact that we had inflation. We had inflation and um, high interest rates that eventually caused a recession in many cases. And if you look at the time frames that happened in, it doesn't have anything to do with the yield curve uninverting. It has to do. It's more related to where the interest rates started. I don't have that data in here, and I would be able to verbalize it better if I had the data in front of me. But it has more to do with that. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So just watch what when people say things like, we're going to have a top here and this here, and like I say things very matter of factly sometimes, and it's going to be in head and shoulders that'll reverse us into the bear market, and that's probably it is what's going to happen. But you know, don't let me get that in your head because it may not happen. We may in fact uh, have an explosion right here, and this is the top of our. This is the first top of our bull market right here in July, August. So we don't know till we get there, but it's fun to try to guess what's going to happen. So anyway, I think we're going right here in May. Uh, but, we may do a little choppy action there, and we might not get there till maybe this is as high as we get in October. So you never know. Anyway, let's see what else we got out here. All right, so this is getting to be kind of long, probably. Here we are looking at Solana, and you can see the handle that I drew in green right there. So here is the handle for Solana, and you can see with the green handle, parallel channel, we were trading in, had this breakout here, but I said, you know what? I had to add this yellow line just like I did on render to make sure that we were really actually breaking out here. And in fact, we didn't. We got rejected there and came back down. And then here we had the breakout officially on the 7th of February, a week and a half ago. That would be. Um, but where did we go? We didn't go anywhere. We got rejected here at the top of this parallel channel and came back to retest the center line there. So what does that tell us? Well, the one thing it tells us is that although we did come through the center line here and here, We did bounce off of it right here. Possibly could we be seeing a bounce like this? Maybe. Possibly. And where was that bounce to? That bounces to the top of this red channel. Are we going to bounce right now to the top of this red channel? I see a white dashed line here. What in the world is that? This is looking very interesting to me. We do, in fact, bounce here. I imagine we would retest. Yeah, maybe we come up to this line first. Retest the top of this parallel channel. Break through this white dashed line, which I am kind of wondering if that is an ascending triangle um, or some other sort of resistance. Come up to the top of this channel. Retest right here. Perfect place to retest where these two lines cross. That creates ultimate support for us. It's really hard to get through those crossing lines and then bust a move upwards in there because Solana is gonna get up over $1,000. So we need to get out of here. We need to get well above $100. So then we bust a move from here and probably up to, I'm guessing up to, okay, why isn't it moving? There we go. Maybe up to the center line here, around 250-ish. So let's zoom out and see if that makes any sense. Weekly time frame. Let's turn our little adjuster thing on. So doing the cup and handle thing. Oh, you know what that white line was? I was potentially thinking that this is not the handle of our handle, that possibly earlier on I was thinking we may come up a little bit further. But regardless, this would be a point of resistance right here. As you can see, it was support here. Let's zoom in there a little bit. We are on the weekly. It's kind of acted as resistance and support here, as well as here, and as well as here. So, scenario I proposed makes sense. In fact, I think that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to draw a squiggly line because I think that we will I'm going to go on the daily because I don't remember what I said on the weekly. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I remember. This makes more sense. Let's make a path. And we're going to take our path. I'm just going to draw it right next to there. And then we're going to go up here. We're going to go up here. And we're going to get rejected. And we're going to come down here. And then we're going to go up here and we may see a little bit more resistance right there, then come up to there, and then come back down to here. I didn't test to see if that makes. Oh, what am I doing? What did I just do? I think. Oh, good. I didn't stop it. See, the halving is way over there. So yeah, this makes sense if we go up here. When and where, I don't know, but that looks pretty good to me. Because this slope of this is kind of similar to that right there. So I think that looks pretty good. When would that be? Middle of March. The Ides of March is someone recently was talking about. I don't even know what that is. I have to Google it. So what else is consistent with the center line of this channel? Oh, look at that. Oh no, wait. I was looking at that. I didn't want to look at that. But what are the dates here? June of 2020, June, May of 2022. Huh. Anyway, that looks nice. Look at how we followed that nicely there. It would make sense that we would come up there and then probably consolidate sideways along here or do a little choppiness along here. And where do we start our bull run? Right around here somewhere. We start our parabolic bull run. And where would that take us? The Solana. Our parabolic bull run would be heading up this green channel. And the reason for that is because this green channel is perfectly parallel to this green channel, which was our last bull run. We went boom, boom, like that. Yeah, look at that. That was April, and then boom, we had a higher one. Solana's going to pump this bull run, man. It is going to pump. So once we get over here somewhere, then Solana will take off. Look at that. It's going to go all the way up to $4,000. Let's see. Probably over here. I'm thinking it could get to. I'm thinking 1,200 is reasonable. Where does 1,200 put us? Right here. November. That would be the center line of this channel. But I don't see it crossing anything else. I'd like to see it crossing something else. Maybe we could draw a line there. I don't know. I don't see anything offhand right now. And actually, these well, I guess they are evenly spaced. I just have extra ones in there that are like kind of cutting them in half. Maybe if I cut this one in half and we came up to like right here. Yeah. I think maybe something like that is very possible. That brings Solana up to around 1,100. I think that's where it's going to be. And then we see a big dump into January. And then we see a big pump back up. Wow. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very, very exciting. All right, that's enough for Solana, but What else we got? We got let's do the old Bitcoin. Oh, we got a very simple chart. This is my newest chart. It has all these things right here I can turn on and off. I'm learning to like I could turn this on if I want. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a good one to turn on, actually. Um, I can turn the pink channel. Oh, the pink channel is on. I could turn it off if I want to. Look at that. I could turn it back on. That's nice. That's a pretty major channel. Oh, what I was going to do is because actually what we are, this is a Bitcoin US dollar index on the weekly time frame. And the pink channel that I just turned on and off right here, right there, we are busted out of it. We're busted out the top of it. So you know what we need to do? We need to add another pink channel. So we're going to do that live on air. We're going to put another channel right there. So that's what you do. Stack these one on top of another. Let's get that on there. Let's get it on there really nicely. Oh, that's good enough for me. For now. I can't see. I've been staring at the screen too long. I need to get prescription glasses. My girlfriend just told me that. She said, these stupid readers, just go get real glasses, not the drugstore glasses hanging on a rack. So anyway, there's our new channel right there. And what I noticed, what I did, I already did this before, and then I said, no, I want to do it. I want everybody to see. So that takes us right up here. Look at how those tops almost just fit on there perfectly. They go through a little bit, but close enough. Wonder if it matches anything. No, I did not do this. I did not look back further in time. So let's go do that live and see what else it matches up with. Kind of. Kind of. It holds these guys up right here. They come down to the center line there nicely. So look at how price action travels in that channel really nicely throughout the history of Bitcoin. Okay, see, this candle even comes right up to right perfectly to the top of that channel right there that we just added. This one comes right down perfectly to the bottom. Now see, when I click on that, where's the dots? Where are the dots for these channels? Where are the dots for these channels? Look at, they're way over here. So see, that's the end dot of the channel. Watch, when I click on that guy and I go to settings and I turn off extend left line, that's where I drew that channel to right there. I took into account all this price action over here and whatever from then on, 2015 on. I didn't even look back here. But when you extend it, look how it matches up with everything else back here. Yeah, how it hits that one came down. I suppose if I put another one below. Anyway, okay, we're getting lost here. This is why it takes so long. Um, So we're getting there. Where are we? Oh my God, we're only in 2021. Here we are, to the present. So we have our new channel added on top. Let's see where that takes us. I don't know if I did look at this yet. It only takes us to about 58,000. I want to get to 62. So I've been predicting this whole time since August of 2023, August 28th of 2023. I predicted, I said we're going to go on an extended a bull rally all the way to 62,000. I said that right here. And I have the video to prove it. And that's what we've done. But we're not quite to 62 yet. Although I did think that we would be here. But if not by the end of the year, in January, mid January, late January at the latest, and here we are coming into the end of February. So a little bit off there, but so 62. You know, I don't know what to say. I got mixed feelings. Um, Everybody's looking for this big pullback, we're supposed to have. We're not going to pull back from here. If we're going to have any sort of a pullback, we need to get up to like 62. Nobody's going to dump 20%. Or what is this? People want to go to 32. It's ridiculous. From where we're at right now to 32, okay. Oh my god, it doesn't even compute. Gotta suck this up more. Even if we just went barely to 32, that's a 38, almost a 40% dump. That is not going to happen, people. People have these dreams of, oh, I'm going to sell at the top of this freaking pullback. There's going to be a big, massive dump, and I'm going to sell at the top, and I'm going to buy back in at the bottom of this dump, and I'm going to be the smartest person in the world. I'm going to be rich. Even if we came down to this bottom of this channel right here, okay, so that would be a 15% move down to 44,000. I don't even think that's going to happen. What I think, and this is what I've been preaching the whole time, we're going to come up here to about 62. I thought we would be doing it sooner and have a gradual pullback, but maybe it's going to be around mid-March or something. And it could be if we stay in this channel right here. I don't know what it would be coinciding with other than this channel. It's probably more in lines that I'm not really looking at. So if we did come down from 62 down to where? Down to 46. That's 24%. I don't think we do that. I think we probably come down from 62 to right about right where we're at right now. About 52, 16% move. That sounds more reasonable that we would do that. So what's going to happen when you sell up here and buy back down here? That's a taxable event. You're going to have to pay 25% or so on those gains next year, and then you're going to buy in here. So it's more trouble than it's worth for a few percentage points of a Bitcoin or dollar or whatever you're doing. So let's go to a daily time frame because this weekly is kind of doesn't really show what's going on. So what is nice here is that we've continued to trade in this green parallel channel here since I believe this is where on my other chart. Oh, you know what? I'll show you what it is. I had a line. I had another parallel channel here that we came below just a little bit, and then we had this nice bounce up here, um, following this green parallel channel. Now we did come out of it a little bit here, but have come nicely back into it, and here we are. This is telling me that this week we are going to come back up here. Where's Friday? Yeah, Friday we could be up to about 56,000, maybe touch 57. Nah. I don't think we'll get much past 56. Um, yeah, that sounds reasonable. Get another big pump right here. And the reason I believe that is possible, 56 in here. Maybe we never get this big major pullback. We just get a bunch of little dumpy pullbacks like this, little sideways, little tiny ones. What's this little measurement here? If you happen to get the top of this wick and then you bought back in at the bottom of that, wow, 4%. Yeah, that would have been sweet. You would have been on top of the world. I think really that's what we're going to see mostly. There's so much demand these little bitcoins. Even my almost 80-year-old mommy FOMO'd in last. Oh, she didn't FOMO, and I made her do it. I made her buy Fidelity. Um, so, what I wanted to do is turn on the. Do I have it here? I do. Gaussian channel. We are on the daily. So what did happen here? Because I don't know if I've talked much about Bitcoin since then. So we did come here. I had another channel drawn on a different chart right about here, looking for support right there. We fell just below it. And the reason we did is we found support on this Gaussian channel here, the bottom of the daily Gaussian channel. Then we came back here and you can clearly see, found support on the mean band. And once we did that, pachoom, out the top, which is typical for that guy. As you can see, we did the same thing here. Along the bottom here, held the mean band for support, actually came to the top, retested it, and then look what we did. So look what we did, and I think we got one more to go. And then probably, look what we did back here. I think this is what we're going to see, probably. But maybe we get a little slight more of a pullback here. And then start our, you know what I'm going to do? Let's go to this guy, I think. And we want to do this, and we want to do this, and we want to do this. And then we'll take this guy and move it over here. Yeah, let's move him over here like that. Yeah, let's do that. I don't like that. Let's move him up more. Now I could see something like this maybe. Maybe we do something like that. Come up here, do a little bit of this, and then come back down to the bottom of this channel. for the halving event. Probably something real boring like that. And then from there, we will have our parabolic run right here in June. Should be at about, I've always thought it would be about 57, right about here, but I could be wrong. Probably just come along this channel here. Never break above 69 until about around here somewhere. And then this is where we start busting a move to about a gajillion bitcoins or dollars or whatever, or satoshis or something like that. If we follow this purple channel, maybe we get to there. That would be nice. I think I believe we're gonna be somewhere between 125 and 187 November, and around 2 something in May, and who knows, something like that. All right, so Bitcoin. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? We did Solana. We did. Oh, this is a nice Bitcoin chart. This is on. This is Binance. It was on. It was on here. The Bitcoin Magic channel kind of got filled up with a bunch of lines. So then I was like really going crazy looking at that, and I'm like, man, I got to get off of that. So I went over here to Binance and just drew some simple channels like this, um, similar to the ones we were looking at before. Let's go back in time and see. Oh, this is Binance, so it only goes back to here. But similar. See how that wick hits the center line there. Whatever. This wick hits the top of the channel here, and we got support there, and so on and so forth. But what's really, really interesting is that I noticed we had these. Should I go to a daily? Oh, I apparently have a lot more lines on the daily. Let's go back to a weekly. There we go. It's much simpler. But what I did have here is, you can tell I drew a parallel channel. This is our flag, and then what did I measure? Holy crap! I was talking for a long time. I just got cut off by my recording thing that only allows me to record for 30 minutes at a time. So I hope to God that you remember to put this on 1.5 speed at least. Um, so anyway, this is going to be really, really long. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. Maybe it has something to do with all those other lines that were on, because that shouldn't be there. Maybe this moved. I think this is supposed to be down here. Why does he have that extended? Oh, that's me that's extended. I don't know. Well, I saw this here. I don't know where this target was from. I thought it was part of this bull flag pattern, or that's actually it's a flag, but it's kind of like a upwards accumulating kind of deal thing. Um, well, whatever I was thinking, we did meet our target right here. I thought that was kind of cool, but anyway. All right, we're getting lost here. I don't remember. I drew these lines a long time ago. I don't know what the hell they are. So here we are, trading along this channel here, kind of zigzagging in and out of it, and came back down here. Clearly tested the center line here, and have held. Look at that. We held that really nicely right there. Bounced off of that. Came up, closed nice green weekly candle. I suppose we close this up. Yep, that makes sense. Look at that. It was 56 something. Wasn't that what I was saying on the other chart? So, yeah, it makes sense that we would get to about right there. This is the crisscross channel that I need on that other chart. All right, I want to get rid of this guy. This guy doesn't belong here. He's ugly. $56K on Friday. Yeah, I don't have that here. Well, what it is that line that channel on that other chart is similar to these, but just in a different position. It's catching other key points more recently, so that's why. Anyway, expect to see that. Then probably further consolidation. Where would that get? Ooh, look at that, 69. You got to stay away from there. Yeah, maybe we come all the way up here and then get rejected. Very possibly. If we do, then maybe you will see your how much is that? If we come up here, mid-March, just shy of an all-time high, you might see a rejection into April, down 25% to 51. So, and that would be right where we are at. Yeah, right about where we're at right now. That makes a lot of sense. So I'm glad I looked at this old chart on Binance. So just keep all those things in mind. Nobody knows what's going to happen, but just kind of looking at things on the chart that may happen, and just to give you some ideas. None of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and look, it renders it back up to 620 right now. Remember when we started this? It was like 606, 604, I think. So that's really, really good. I'm really excited about this one. I did something right for once. All right. So, like, subscribe, and always remember to put this on 1.5 speed or listen to it late at night if you're trying to fall asleep. And we will see you next time. Thanks.